Hi everyone, if you're watching this video, I assume you're about to start a business or have recently started a business, so congratulations. You're about to go on a really awesome adventure and we're excited that we get to be a part of it here at Fundera. My name is Meredith Wood, I'm the editor-in-chief of Fundera, and we love talking to new business owners about the things they can do to get their business off the ground as successfully as possible. So let's dive right into today's topic, which is how to get a loan for your startup. Just started a business and you want to consider getting business financing now or in the future, take some time to really take care of your personal credit, because the stronger this is, the better your options will be in the future. If you don't have revenue and you don't have a time in business, these are the things that I do want you to consider. The first is a much softer option and is something a lot of people consider, and this is your family or friends. These are people that you can go to, explain your business, what you're doing. It could be an option for gathering a small sum of people from your sort of trusted circle. The reason I want to start with this is that there is not a magic formula here to getting money from your family or friends, but there are things you can absolutely do wrong. If you're going to consider this route, you want to make the arrangement as professional as possible and have a real contract signed with them, so it's very clear what the terms are of the money that they're lending to you. And this is because those relationships are important. If these people are taking this chance on you, chances are you're very close with them, and that's something that you absolutely don't want to risk. So the more formal that you can have the arrangement be, the better for both yourself and your relationship long term. So another thing I want you to consider that a lot of people have questions on, and it's very popular right now, is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is something where people have put their products up on Kickstarter or similar platforms. Crowdfunding can be very hard, and it's not often the best solution for, let's say, our restaurants and our dry cleaners or our contractors when they're looking for money for their business. The process can take a ton of time and a ton of really sort of sweat equity on your end to get this going. So crowdfunding is something you should consider, but you should know that it can often be more work than what you'll see in return, and it's not something you want to put all your eggs into that singular basket. Another thing to consider are business grants. Business grants are things you can apply through the government or private institutions or nonprofits to help you get some money to get your business off the ground. There, of course, is going to be a whole process in terms of application. You want to apply for grants that are relevant to your business and what you're trying to do. And a lot of times grants can be small dollar amounts. So again, this is not going to be something that gives you every single dollar you need to get your business off the ground, but it can be a nice sum of money that can go really far for your business as you're getting started. There are a ton of grants out there. It can be really hard to sift through all these things, but we've compiled a list of 105 different options for your business. So if this is something you're interested, you can click in the link below to learn more about those grants available to small businesses. So the next option I want to talk about are business credit cards. This is something that we believe every new business should have if they're able to qualify for it. The great thing about a business credit card is the only thing you need to have is a strong personal credit score. You can start seeing some options at 580 plus, at 620 plus you'll have even better options, and at 700 plus you'll have a lot of options. There's no minimum revenue requirement and there's no time of business requirement, so when you're just starting out, it is a great way to finance your business, especially when you consider 0% intro APR cards. With these types of credit cards, there is an intro period when you open the account that has no interest for a set period of time. So this means you can put transactions on this card and you don't pay back interest until that intro period is up. The intro periods are usually about 12 to 15 months. The thing is, you need to be prepared that when that intro period is up, you can pay back that debt, because otherwise the APR is going to be quite high and this debt could turn very expensive for your business. So the last product I want to highlight today is the most traditional loan option here in our lineup today, and that's the SBA Microloan. An SBA Microloan is a loan where the SBA has given money to intermediary lenders to lend to startups and small businesses when they're just starting out and get them off the ground. So what do you need to qualify for an SBA Microloan? You need to have a minimum credit score of 575 and a time in business as little as 6 months. So again, this comes with a time in business requirement, but it doesn't come with a revenue requirement, which is good news because with more traditional funding options, there's also usually that revenue requirement component. So what is an SBA microloan? Well, it's a term loan where you pay back monthly for a certain period of time, and it has a maximum loan amount of up to $50,000. So again, it's not a large loan, but it's definitely larger than a lot of the other options that are out there on the market. The term has a max limit of up to 6 years, and you can actually get these loans in as fast as 2 to 3 weeks. So a great option if you do need money quickly. You do have a lot of options as a startup, but I know it can feel intimidating out of the gate and like you don't. But be patient and really invest in building out your personal credit score, really invest in getting some time in business and start generating some initial revenue, because when you do those things, you will unlock traditional financing options. Here at Fundera, it is our job to help business owners answer whatever tough questions they have around their finances and financial solutions. So if you have any questions we can answer for you, do visit Fundera.com or leave some questions and comments below. We're happy to get to them. Best of luck getting your business off the ground, and we hope this was helpful, and we hope we can be helpful in the future. Let us know what other types of content you'd like to see. We'll be right here making more videos.